Hey guys, Eric from Grimy Mid Sports Cards here, coming at you with another video today. I've got one thing to say. It's tuxedo time. Today we're going to be doing an SGC reveal. I've never done a submission to SGC before. I've always been a PSA guy, but with the difficulties of PSA getting their stuff back in any kind of reasonable amount of time, my best friend George from Diamond Yard Sports Cards and I decided about a month or so ago to go through a third-party guy in Florida and get some cards graded by SGC. So this was kind of a feeler for me. I put in 14 cards, and some of these were lower-end cards that I put in. They weren't the best cards. I have lots of the same card to put in. It was just kind of a feeler, just kind of see what I could get. There were some good grades. There were some medium grades. There were some grades I was a little bit skeptical about, maybe had a question mark, that kind of stuff. But overall, hey, to put cards in for 25 bucks a card, shipped both ways, and get them back in less than a month, how can you go wrong? I know SGC is coming up these days, and they're doing a lot more stuff, and they don't command the same prices that PSA do, but they're getting closer these days, and I know a lot of people love SGC out there. For the most part, I was pretty happy with my grades. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the grades here today. And get the camera adjusted here. Ladies and gentlemen, tuxedo time. Tuxedo time. And you might see that there are, as usual, a ton of cards out on my island in my kitchen here. My best friend George and I are going to be working a big 3-day sports card show in a couple of weeks here in Phoenix. So I've been going through a billion cards, getting stuff ready for this show, and so I've still got cards everywhere, so bear with me. Here we go. First card. This card actually came from a yard sale of stuff that I bought about 3 years ago. I don't know what's wrong with this card. 71 rows, really nice, fairly well centered, a little bit off left to right, maybe a little bit low. It definitely is low. But this got authentic altered. I'm not exactly sure why. The only thing it measures, I've measured it. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't put it under a black light, so I don't know if possibly it was recolored. I don't know if this up here, this looks just like a fiber mark that's dark from the card stock. I'm just not sure why this only got authentic altered. Still a really, really nice Pete Rose 71, but authentic altered. Next, this was another one of the minor disappointments. This came from a bunch of stuff I bought online about a year or two ago. This is a 2011 Topps Pro debut, Mike Trout. So this is a pre-rookie card. For whatever reason, this only got a 5. It's well centered, maybe a tiny bit low. It's really nice left to right. The back is nice. I didn't see any surface issues with it. I don't know if there were maybe little scratches or something that I missed. I went over it with a magnifying glass, so I'm not sure why it only got a 5. So I was a little disappointed with that one. But like I said, this was more of a feeler than anything else. Just trying to figure out what SGC would do with some of the cards that I had. Next we have 2001 Fleer Tradition Ichiro rookie. My best friend George and I bought 2 cases of Fleer Tradition sets a couple years ago and cracked them out. This one was one of the least nice ones that I had, and I wanted to see what it would get. It got SGC 9. I was very happy with that. Back is nice. Obviously, it's a little off top to bottom, a little off left to right on the front, but I got a 9. I was really happy with that. I put in one more of them, And I didn't think this one was quite as nice. I thought this one was even a little worse top to bottom, but this one got SGC 9.5. Very happy with that. Not a problem at all. As I said, these were more feelers than anything else, so I was just trying to see what SGC might do with some of these cards to give me an idea of what I needed to be submitting in the future. Now, going along with this same one, here's Albert Pujols rookie from that Flair Tradition set. This one got an 8.5. I didn't think it was going to do better than a 9. I'm okay with an 8.5. What was really weird was that my best friend George from Diamond Yard Sports Cards and I bought 2 cases, so we in effect got 6 full sets of these Flair Tradition cards. In my sets, all 6 of my sets had Ichiro rookies. Only 4 out of the 6 sets had Pujols rookies, and these were factory sealed sets in a factory sealed case. So I'm not sure if that was some sort of a factory error or if they possibly, did that on purpose. I'm just not sure. If anybody has any thoughts on that, please let me know. I'm really kind of curious on that one. My friend George got a Pujols and an Ichiro in all 6 of his sets that he got. So I'm just not sure why it is that I got shorted 2 Pujolses, but I did. Granted, the other 3 that I have, other than the one I just showed you, are nicer than the one that got an 8.5. This one right here, I'd never seen this card before. This came in a big lot of cards that I bought on an online auction 6 months or so ago. This is a 2009 Topps Unique Clayton Kershaw rookie. Now, like a 71 Topps card, it's black all the way around. I quite honestly didn't think that this card would do better than like maybe a 7.5. It's got some chipping on the front. You can see it's got some chipping along the side over here. I just didn't think it was going to do as well as it did. So 8.5 on this card I was really excited about. Thought that was a pretty good comeback on this one. Certainly wasn't expecting as high a grade as I got on this one. I think they gave it a little bit of love, and I appreciate that. Once again, pretty rare card. I haven't seen a whole lot of these come up, and I'm excited about that grade. Next, I'm going to go into some vintage stuff here. Gotcha, 1953 Topps Bob Feller. I picked this card up from one of my good friends at the post office who is a set builder. I picked up some cards from him in exchange for a bunch of cards to help fill out his sets and some cash to get him to be able to buy some more cards to fill out his sets. I thought this was Bob Feller was a 5 all day. It got a 5. I'm very excited to add this one to the collection. This is a smoking nice 53 Feller. Really, really great color. Centering is nice. Back is really nice as well. Just a solid card. Solid card. Very happy to add it to the collection. 53 Feller. Next, we're going to go into 256s. Got a 56. I got this one from my friend Jerry at work as well. 56 Topps, white back, Koufax. The centering isn't great. Of course, you can see that, but the registration is really, really nice. Front and back, registration is really, really nice. I was very excited to get a 5 on this card. I thought it was going to be more like a 4 because the centering was so off. But then again, I think SGC gives a little bit of love to the fact that the card has great registration. You can see how bright it is on the back, really nice and green, really nice and orange. Even the little writing on the side here is bright green. Just a really nice card, solid example of what it is. Centering isn't great, but if I'd have put this card into PSA, it probably gets a 3.5 or a 4 just because of the centering. And granted, I would rather have this card better centered, but the registration is so nice. It's really clean. There's no snow. There's no little black pepper marks on there, no fish eyes. I mean, it's just a really nice example of what it is. Very happy with a 5 on that one. One more of the 56 Topps Whitebacks. This is Mr. Hank Aaron, Hall of Famer Supreme. This one isn't great centered as well. It's a little better centered than the Koufax was. It's got a little bit of a scratch up here on his forehead. But this is a really nice example of this card. Registration is very, very nice. I was very excited to get a 5 on this one as well. Once again, color is really nice on the back. Green, the orange. It's a really nice example of this card, even though the centering isn't all that great. So once again, very excited about getting a 5 on this card. Next one was a little bit, I was kind of expecting this. I got this one from my buddy at work as well. It's a 59 Hank. It's really nice. However, if you see down here, this edge, this right-hand edge from here down to the bottom, just is a little bit skewed. It's off a little bit. I don't know if it's trimmed or if it was just factory miscut. I was kind of expecting this card to not even get a grade, quite honestly. It has great registration. It's beautiful color. There's no print marks other than this little one that's on his throat right here. Just a really nice card. But like I said, it just looked a little bit miscut to me. I wasn't sure if it was trimmed or if it was just miscut at the factory. So it got authentic, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Still a really nice 59 Hank. Next, we've got a 58 Clemente. Got this one from my buddy at work as well. Super nice 58 Clemente. I wasn't thinking this was going to do better than like maybe a 3.5 or a 4. Got a 4.5. I was very excited about this. You can see it's off a little bit left to right. Centering's nice top to bottom. Registration, again, is just bright yellow, bright red, white on the letters. I mean, it's just really, really nice example of this card. Just very excited to get this one back in a 4.5. Can't tell you how excited I am to add this one to the collection. This one's going to be going into the collection. I actually have another 58 Hank, and it is a PSA 4.5. But I'm happy to add this SGC 4.5 as well. Next, we've got a 71 Willie. I got this one, actually I bought this one off an online auction. It was in a BVG case. It was a BVG 4.5. And I cracked it out of the case and sent it into SGC. SGC gives it a 6. And I didn't think it was going to get anywhere near a 6. I was thinking maybe same grade, 4.5 or a 5. Centering's off a little bit left to right. It's fairly low. But the registration's really nice. Got a little chipping, of course. 71s are notorious for that chipping. But great registration. I was super excited to get a 6 on this one. Just a great card. Didn't have this card in my collection, which is why I picked it up in a BVG case. Originally thought I was going to send it off to PSA, but decided to send it to SGC. SGC 6. I'm more than happy to add this to my collection. Last two we have here, folks, are the same card. This was really a tester. These are both from the 2018 Topps Holiday Mega Boxes. These are Shohei Ohtani rookies. I have a bunch of these because I had a ton of these boxes, and I cracked a bunch of them. I've sold a bunch of the boxes. I was just kind of curious what they would do with some of these modern, or as PSA would say, ultra-modern cards. I was kind of curious as to what I would possibly get out of SGC. Well, these both got Gem Mint 10s, and I'm very excited about that. That gives me a little bit more hope to put in some more stuff with SGC that is newer, modern to ultra modern, say 2005 up until the present, and getting some stuff graded, having a little bit of forethought that this has a real shot at getting a 10, Maybe it's not worth quite as much as a PSA 10, but you know what? A 10 is a 10. So that does it, folks. Let me show you the back of these real quick. That does it. Those are my 14 for my first SGC submittal. Thank you to all of you that are been tuning into my videos, all the new subscribers. Keep watching. I'm going to have more videos coming up soon. I've got another T206 video that's coming up of recent pickups. That's going to be my next video coming out. Thank you so much, guys. Take care of yourselves. Keep collecting what you love.